I can barely remember watching The Hobbit because it was so dull. To be perfectly honest, I asked my friend who I saw it with, and they completely agree with me. It was just so boring. It was way too long, and the story was just, they were just stretching it way, way too much. It was very visually attractive. Okay, so yeah, everything was gorgeous in this film. The music was great, clearly. You know, the settings, the effects, the costumes, the acting, everything was really, really good from, you know, my point of view anyway. But it just had no substance whatsoever, at least not to justify the running time. And basically, you know, this story, there was just no tension whatsoever throughout the whole thing because of its very nature that it is a prequel. I mean, you know that all the important characters that you care about are not going to die, and it was just, you know, like while some of the scenes were quite tense or action-packed or whatever, you knew that everything was just going to turn out okay. So 3 hours of that can be pretty tough. And Peter Jackson clearly has talent, but why is he just doing the same thing over again? We've already seen what he can do with this kind of material, so why is he risking damaging his reputation by doing this really long, drawn-out version of The Hobbit, which ideally should only be short and just jam-packed full of, you know, well, yeah, substance. I mean, like a proper narrative and more excitement and just more everything. I mean, I can't even imagine how they're possibly going to keep this going for another 6 hours while also costing you more time and more money. I mean, how many people are going to fall for that? Another good part of the film was Martin Freeman, who plays Bilbo Baggins. He was really, really good. Perfect Bilbo, actually. He even looks like him, whether it's just in, you know, the mannerisms or physically or what. But I did enjoy him. Actually, all the actors were fantastic, but I feel like it was a waste of talent for everyone involved in this film and a waste of time. They should have just kept it short and sweet and just wrapped up the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy with this one prequel, and it would have been great, but instead they've had to drag it out. So I don't think that it's going to get much better than it's already been. Yeah, I mean, all in all, this film, it's just like everything that you've seen before in Lord of the Rings, except it's less than. It's way more boring, a lot less happens in it, ultimately, and yeah, I found it really, really hard to sit through, so I'm probably not going to see the next two that come out, and everyone that I've spoken to agrees with me. So that's my opinion, and that's generally the opinion of everyone else that I've spoken to as well. So I don't know how you feel. Let me know.